back to the broadcast. We are live from Smoke District. I'm Sean.
I'm Ryan.
Oh,
Kevin.
and we are
the
Parlay
Parlay
Bros. And we are only days away from the Super Bowl.
Can you believe it? The season's already over. How insane is that?
Yeah.
And just like that,
Yeah.
gone.
It's God. It's God.
Yeah. Well, we have some cool stuff to get to. We have a little bit of a Winter Olympics. Opening ceremony is Friday.
Yep.
We got some golf to talk about. Where do you guys want to start?
We should probably start with football. We probably this is our last game of the year.
Yeah.
Probably start with that. And so it's kind of been fun the last couple of weeks. Really looking at some different props, looking at the kind of prop markets. I've kind of landed on 3 of them that I like the most. I mentioned the first one last week, Drake May rushing over 37 yards. When you look at Seattle, they run a lot of man-to-man, and so when you run man-to-man defense, it kind of opens it up. And all he needs to do is scamper for one of those things. As we talked last week, he ran 65 yards in the last game. So maybe if he gets roughly a little more than half of that, he'll kind of hit this number. I think, Seattle's defense is very pressure-heavy. Plus, we know Campbell, the left tackle for the Patriots, kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And so as he kind of comes in, that kind of causes Drake May to kind of scramble out a little bit. And so I'm kind of counting on Campbell sucking a little bit, making May scramble a little bit out there. Also playing man-to-man defense opens up running lanes.
Yep.
And so when I see the 37.5, I mean, it's a pretty high number for a quarterback. But when you look at when May has taken off and run, I think feel good about that. Also, there's been a little bit of news about Drake May's shoulder might be a little bit hurt. So they're saying he might not be able to throw the long ball. Don't know if this is just a bunch of smoke and mirrors. You know what I mean? Some guys say that, they put a little Totorol in his shoulder, be totally fine. But I'm still thinking if he holds it at all and runs a little bit more, that gives me a little bit more opportunity to hit that. So that's kind of the first prop I looked at. The second prop I like a lot. You want to go ahead?
Back to your first prop. When we watched, I don't remember what week it was, but when we saw the Chargers quarterback, Justin Herbert, have that wrist surgery, he relied on the run game when he played the Eagles.
Exactly.
So it kind of goes into that. Like any slight injury, they kind of fall back on the running claim if they have to.
I was thinking the same thing.
Spot on.
Yeah, and also depending on what happens with the game, in theory, if
They're down.
if they're down a little bit, or even if they're up.
Yeah.
So if they're down, he might just kind of go back to like backyard football and scramble.
Yep.
But if they're up, they might play a little softer in the zone,
Yeah.
and that might create some running lanes.
Exactly.
So either way,
It's super funny. We're watching highlights, and all it is Drake May running.
Yeah, it's a lot of running. A lot.
But anyways, so that's my
There he
first.
goes.
This is
Look at that.
hilarious. They're literally all they're showing.
Running.
All they're
Wild.
showing
There's
is
your
him
prop
running.
right
Is
there.
running wild.
Yep.
But it's hilarious. But the next prop I like a lot is JSN over 7.5 receptions. They just hammer that guy.
Oh, yeah.
And so moneyline
For good
Kevin's
reason.
on this all
For
year
good
long.
reason.
Every week he's like, you got to get on his prop.
That's the anytime touchdown.
Yeah. It's just because the amount of times they feed him the rock. I mean 7.5 is a lot of catches,
Yeah.
but once again, the last couple of games, that when you look in the playoffs, he's averaging like 13 catches. You know what I mean? And so they've been relying more heavily on him in the playoffs because, as you figure, that's Sam Darnold's guy now. You know what I mean? And so he's definitely going to continue to pound on that. And so I like the 7.5 over there. And then the last prop I like is Sam Darnold over 230 yards. And so once again, that kind of goes hand in hand with the receiving props. But I just feel last game he had 374. I mean, obviously that's a ton of yards. So I don't think he got 374. But I think 230 seems very reasonable to me. You know what I mean? Because when you think of the Patriots, what they're really good at is run defense. They have one of the best run defenses in the league. So if they can stack the box, stop the run, that causes Sam Darnold to throw the ball. And I think they'll have success throwing to JSN. So that's kind of how I have all those 3 props kind of going together. I bet 150 and it pays like $1,700.
Because you took the points as well.
Also, yes. Thank you. Also, I took Seattle 4.5. And so I'm kind of feeling that we're going to see, the Seattle get up a little bit there, kind of take power. So that was my that's kind of how I'm focusing on the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
For me, it's always kind of fun to think about. If I get an opportunity to get some squares, I love squares. I think they're a ton of fun to kind of do those kind of squares at parties. It's actually very interesting. At Circa, you can actually buy your squares. You know what I mean? Which is actually very interesting. Because usually when you go to a party, you get random numbers.
Yeah.
At Circa, you can actually buy your numbers.
Yeah.
And so, do you guys want to know what the most popular numbers are?
0-0.
Spot on. 0-0 is by far the most. That's negative 200. You know what I mean? Or positive 200. It's the most positive one.
3's got to be in there.
3s are in there. Yeah, but 0-0 is the best because you could obviously get 0, you can get 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so 0-0 is good. And then the next one is 7-3 shot.
Yeah.
So 7-3 is the next one. So it's kind of fun to, if you have an opportunity to buy squares, buy the 0-0. That's kind of where you got to go.
Yep.
But at parties, it's just fun to put some money in a pot and kind of see what happens there. Kind of gives you something to root for every single quarter.
I love it. No pressure, Sean Kelly. You better have those squares.
Better get
ready.
squares. Better get squares for us.
What about you boys? What do you got for the Super Bowl? Anything cool?
So I looked at kind of like a different market, but still similar. Like in the game, obviously receptions. Like I like low receptions. Like one player that I kind of always look at just his lines in general is like either Matt Collins or Demario Pop Douglas, as his nickname is. For example, Pop Douglas, his receptions is over 1.5 is plus 165.
Okay.
So just 2 catches by him.
Yeah.
Matt Collins is actually, I lean more towards him because he's more of like a safety blanket, I think, for
100%.
Drake
Totally
May.
agree.
So you have that. Hunter Henry, his number's 3.5.
Okay.
Right.
Again, it's just a quick dumbbell passes. So you can kind of pick your favorite or make you a little parlay there. But I think with the reception market, it'll just be a little more fun because I mean, it's if they're going to be more closer, shorter passes, you don't need all the yards. You just need to get those catches. So I definitely like that a lot. And the other one too that they haven't really been like the lines are kind of low on. I feel like is Travion Henderson's rush total. Would anyone here want to guess his rush total yards?
Last time I looked at it, it was like 40, right?
I was thinking 38.
I was thinking 45.
So Travion Henderson's rush prop is 18.5 yards.
18.
Wow, that's crazy.
18.5 yards.
You think about it, last game, they didn't use them.
They didn't use them, but I think a lot of that had to do with just they wanted to rely on Ramondre. If Seattle adjusts to that, then it's like then you kind of work that into it a little bit. I just think that line is pretty low.
Super low.
If for whatever reason they are
Super
up
low.
on the game, you kill some
Well,
clock.
the other thing too is he's got breakaway speed.
Yeah.
He can get that in one carry. You know what I mean?
That's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you think last time it was game script that kept him out of the game?
No, I definitely think it was game script.
Because Drake May kept kept breaking tackles and running the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was scripted that way because Ramondre is more of a senior veteran running back. This is Henderson's rookie year. But I think at some point, if you have him in the backfield, you got to let him run. And 18.5 yards isn't crazy. I know Seattle's run defense is good, but it's not even going to get 1 or 2 carries in that game. I think he's going to get several.
Yeah.
I think 18.5 is pretty low. I think
And in a Super Bowl environment where everything's on the line, you want to give it to your veteran who's going to hold on to it. So.
But so with Travion, it'll be more so just like trying to see if he can kind of bust one, and if he busts one,
well, I was going to say, as Buccaneers fans, we saw him destroy us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Correct. Yeah. Because I mean, if New England does what I think they should do, the thing that I don't think Seattle can do is hit them with a 1-2 running back punch, as in like one series you give it to Ramondre, the next you give it to Henderson.
Yeah.
I don't think Seattle can do that. Zach Charbonnet was a big part of that 1-2 punch.
Yep.
I think now they have the other guy, George Holani. His rush prop's not high either. It's only 10.5 yards.
Jeez.
So I just like these low hanging fruits because it's like at some point again, if they're up, maybe they'd probably still rely on Ken Walker, but I mean it's 10.5, it's 11 yards we're talking about that he could just kind of get maybe on for 1 yard. So as we saw when we watched the Rams game together against Seattle, it wasn't just about the main running back, Kyron Williams. They also played Blake Corum as well.
Every other series.
Every other series. If they do something like that, you're going to hit these rush props. So I like the low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, those are
No, I like that. The reason I like that so much is because it doesn't take much to hit it.
It doesn't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you got 2 receptions. It's not that hard to hit. Plus, those are always kind of fun in the first quarter when they hit.
Absolutely.
It's
the best.
The amount of times we're in a sports, we're like, we just hit that shit.
Yeah. And two, like, and if you do bet these rushing props or receptions or whatever, they're low for a reason. So if you didn't get in the first quarter or the second, it's going to happen maybe by your third or fourth. So it gives you something to. This is why I love props.
Oh, yeah.
Because it gives you something
the whole game.
Yeah, and if it's like, over under 3 carries and you have the over and they've already had 2 in the first quarter, you're like, just give me like a couple more, man.
Yes.
All you care about that game is getting that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So those are things I like. What about you, Kev?
All right, nice. Well, first let's talk about the elephant in the room. I should be wearing the hat of shame.
Yes, you should be.
But, it is MIA right now. Michigan, they ran away with that game against Michigan State. So
All right. You know what? I'll piggyback on that little confession he just did. So as we watched and we saw on the broadcast last week, there was a couple of us, Michigan Wolverines all the way, and he's like Michigan State. Well, then the next day it was like I'm listening to different things, and they're like, oh, it's the head coach, Michigan State, Tom Izzo's birthday. Yeah. His win record's like 7-0 or like something crazy, like really good wins. I was like, you know what? Let's get on the Michigan.
Let's get on it. We got
destroyed.
Well, our special guy, Buster, was all on the Wolverines.
All the Wolverines.
Hardcore. In this seat talking about it. Good call, Paul.
He won.
Yes.
All right.
So
for the Super Bowl, so I'm leaning heavy Seahawks. I'm going to take those points, those 4.5.
Yep.
I'm going to take, I may as well finish off the season with it. The JSN anytime touchdown.
Love it.
I haven't looked at it in a while. I don't know what it's at. It's probably like plus 130 just because it's JSN.
Very likely, yeah.
Minus 105.
Oh,
Yeah, very likely to happen.
Almost
That's
even
good.
money. Almost
That's
even
good.
money.
I take it.
And
What does cable guy say? He who hesitates masturbates.
nice reference,
Thanks.
bro.
Yeah.
Been waiting all year for that.
Yeah.
And let's see. So I didn't get a chance to look at many of the lines today, so I'm going to piggyback off O. He's talking about Travion Henderson over 18.5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to jump on that too. I feel
love
like
that.
That's a great bet.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Cool.
So now that we've concluded on some Super Bowl, I'm excited about it. Can't wait. It'll be fun.
Yep.
What did you want to segue into here?
Well, we are into the golf season, so
Yes.
the
Waste management.
tournament
Waste
starts
management.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, couple ideas on that one. One thing I was looking at is Scotty Scheffler obviously is the favorite to win, but
Yeah.
Xander
Schauffele.
Shoffley, yeah.
So he's expected the second most favored golfer to win. His odds are 15-1.
What's amazing is you
To
think
win.
about Scotty, he's only 220. So,
220.
I mean, we're talking Tiger Woods territory.
Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
It's
This
Tiger
is
Woods.
literally Tiger Woods territory. But when you look at Schauffele, the last 4 to 5, he's been top 10.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this course, he plays this course so
Plays
well.
really well, yeah.
That's why when you think of the tier, it's really kind of those two guys. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Those two guys are kind of the top tier there. And it's amazing the difference of 2-1 to 11-1.
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy. Think about that.
So, piggyback on what you're saying, Scheffler to win is plus
220.
220. Xander to win is plus 1750.
Yep.
Right,
went
but
up.
if you on our Hard Rock app, you can choose to winner without Scotty, and then that kind of levels it up. You're not giving up much juice. He's 16-1.
Really?
Okay.
Yes. So
Yes.
if you wanted to
So
do,
if Scotty wins, if he's second,
He wins.
he wins.
Yeah,
he wins.
yeah,
Exactly.
without
Yeah.
Scotty
So
Scheffler.
here's another way to play it. I saw this too. So you can pick like top 40, top 30, top 20.
Yep.
You can pick Xander to place in the top 40, and if he does, it's minus 250. So
Yeah.
one other idea is if you're like he may not win,
Yeah.
but I think the odds are pretty decent. He'll place in the top 40.
Yeah.
You can
So
probably
you could
go
do that,
down
and
to
it's
top
minus
10.
250. You
Well,
can do-
I
if you
just
do
got done
top-
saying 4 of the last 5
Yeah.
he's in the top
If
10.
you
Yeah.
do top 10, I think it's like plus 105.
Yeah.
And if you do top 20, it's like, I think it was minus 150. Top
Yeah.
30 is like minus 190. But I mean, if you want like kind of a safe bet, you can just pick Xander top 50 minus 250.
Those are the bets that I was
That's
looking
what I
at
did.
today,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
because I was looking at on what is it, PGAtour.com. They have their power rankings
Yes,
for
we
their
were-
tournament.
I love that you say that because
So-
Sean was literally showing us that earlier.
Yeah, so they have Siwoo Kim like ranked third
Really?
Yeah.
in the power ranking, which
We
is
gotta put
good,
Siwoo
but
right there.
Yeah.
but he's played 3 tournaments, so there's only been 3 tournaments.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
played 3 tournaments this year so far, and he's had 2 top 10s and 1 top 5 finish.
Wow.
That's incredible.
We need
So-
two in our lineup.
What I was looking at was his top 20 at plus 125
Ooh, I
last
like
time
that.
I saw it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a safe bet.
That's a
Of
great-
course,
That's a
golf,
great angle.
golf
Great
anything
angle.
can happen, right?
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
dude.
it's so hard to win, but to get top 20, when
Yeah.
you're playing that hot and that well, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's awesome.
And some of the other ones I was looking at too, like Jacob Bridgman,
Yeah.
he's ranked, I think, 14th on that list, but top 40 plus 130.
That's amazing.
Really?
And if
Yeah.
you look at Pearson Cody, or Cootie, however
Yeah.
you say it,
Yeah, Chidi.
he was ranked 13th on the power rankings, and he's top 40
Oh, I
minus
love that.
110.
Yeah.
So
and,
you
and what's
definitely
great
have
about
some
these
options.
bets, too, is you get 4 days for the bet.
I know.
Yeah.
It's when you think of the value of your
Yeah.
money, because we always say, gambling you should take as entertainment. You should only bet what you're able to lose.
Mhm.
And you think of the amount of value you get for that bet.
Yeah.
You're getting 4 days of 8-hour,
Yep.
Yeah.
You got a
enjoyment.
dog in the fight, and that's I did not know that they had the bracketed 40, top 30, top 20.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've seen that.
Yeah.
I was like, that's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. No, it's definitely really fun. And
They-
like you said, you pick a power rated guy high, put
Yeah.
it pretty low. You're looking pretty good.
I'm just playing with the numbers. I know you're on the Patriot side, but let's just say you were a heavy Seattle fan, right? And you wanted to do parlay. You could do Seattle to win, just money line, and then you can put Xander Schauffele to finish top 40
Ooh, I like it.
plus 101. I love funny plus money, guys.
No,
If you guys haven't noticed on the show,
Yeah.
I will figure it out.
And you do the Drake May over yardage.
Yeah.
Well, see, this is where we get lost.
This is
how
shot
we
gets a little
lost.
crazy.
Don't forget, they're saying he has a hurt shoulder.
Don't
Yeah.
forget about the total medal count for the U.S. Olympic team.
We're gonna hit that in a second.
That's
but,
not
but
done.
I was gonna say the other thing that I love, is you're always doing cross sport parlay.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
The amount of times he's like, "Hey man, you got to bet this golf with this hockey with this thing." And it usually works. You know what I mean?
does.
Yeah, honestly,
It
I never
does.
even thought of that. That's
Yeah.
genius.
No,
So,
it's great because you get multiple sports, you get cross sport stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's kind of fun too because a lot of times once you hit one leg of that,
Yeah.
we get an offer payout thing. You know what I mean?
So the question is, you pick the women's hockey team 3.5 puck line. Are they going to win? Are they going to beat the Czechs by 4? I don't know.
Money line.
Money line.
Money line.
Money line.
Money
Money
line.
line.
When in doubt, money
You're
line.
in.
All
All right.
Kev,
What else we got for golf?
Well, I just want to say what I love is the fact that when you think of the different courses, they always say horses for the courses.
They do.
And so it really matters about what kind of course they're looking at. So it's great to look at the different power rating because obviously certain courses are longer than others, different different angles. And so it's really important when you think of not just saying, hey, Xander Schauffele is a great golfer. No, he's a great golfer on this particular course
Definitely.
Yeah.
because of the way the course is set up.
Yep.
And so that's why when you think of, obviously, Scotty right now is just amazing on all of them because his putting is so hot. But when you think of different courses, it really matters about what they're kind of the way that their stroke play is.
Yeah. No, it's fun. Waste management to me is just fun. Whole 16, the Coliseum is fun.
yeah.
The players kind of cut loose a little bit, and then the
yeah.
fans are just really where it's at. Quick, here's the magic question: are they allowing alcoholic beverages in the waste management?
Oh, 100%.
Now, when do they cut it off? Because last year they cut it off.
They did cut it off.
I think by Friday they was like, "You guys are done.
Oh, yeah.
You cannot serve
It's
food
getting
in this
insane.
place."
It's getting insane.
It was crazy.
The other thing, too, is it does show you for that kind of tournament, you need to be really sound of mind because the crowd's so rowdy.
Oh man, that's
You know what I
exactly
mean?
right.
So if you're a very little jittery golfer, you're not like professional, you're going to be struggling. The one guy that I always love to bet on is Brooks Koepka.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And so I'm sure I'm going to have some money on him at some point in this tournament.
Do top 10, top 20.
That's what I mean. Just because, as everyone heard, he's back on the PGA.
Back on PGA.
And so, kind of bringing him back in, he says he's really been focused in on golf.
Yeah.
And when he's locked in, he is locked in.
He's
You know what I
great.
mean?
Yeah.
And
Remember
so,
he was winning all those majors?
all the majors. Yeah.
Jeez.
That's what I'm saying. And then he moved over to the Live.
Made
So
some dough.
he's been made a lot of money. So he's been kind of out of the eye. People are so he's quite a bit down the list. So it's an opportunity early in the season
To get some
get
value.
some money on him. Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of value on him. Because people kind of forgot about him.
No, I like it.
Yeah.
I like Brooks.
I like that.
Did you guys hear too? The Live Golf League is going to start doing world rankings. They're going to try to get in the
Really?
rankings. Yes, they're trying to
I
add that
did not
into
know
them
that.
because
Yeah.
it's going to help them kind of rank themselves.
Well, they're scared more guys are going to leave.
correct.
Because Phil Reed left as well.
Wow.
So,
It's a depleting market.
yeah.
Do we have anything else on golf?
Nope.
No, I think what's fun about it is it kicks off tomorrow, Thursday, and then you'll pretty much get a winner by Sunday afternoon, and then by
Yeah.
nighttime we'll kick off the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Why not bring them together?
Bring 'em all
Come on,
together.
Bring it together. Let's
The
go.
only last thing on golf, which is kind of crazy, is it's very odd to win. They call it wire to wire. To win Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and Justin Rose did that last weekend.
Oh,
Yeah.
Justin
So-
Rose at his age is insane.
Well, it's insane to
like
actually
three-
win the
That's
whole
true.
wire to wire. That's
Stay
crazy
first
to do that.
the
Oh
whole
man, what are the
time,
odds on that?
Very rare to win.
Yeah.
To win each day.
That
So-
increase your lead every day too.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
And so I was looking at that. I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. That never happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to me, even Scotty rarely does wire to wire.
They did say that the odds of there being a playoff for this tournament is pretty high.
Okay.
I guess because it's just like what we saw last week. Is it American Express? Is that what it was last week?
Yeah.
Was very everyone scored really randomly. I think he was minus 24, minus 21 or whatever.
27.
And then the bottom of that was in the minus teens, right?
Yeah.
That happens in that particular course, but apparently the one that they're playing in Phoenix, that one is going to be a little bit closer margins.
Because it's harder
So
course.
we probably will see a playoff.
Harder course. Yeah, that's why.
It'll be cool, man.
I'm excited, dude. Very excited.
You know, there's a prop for that.
Really?
Yeah,
For playoffs?
yeah. Whether
Oh, it's gotta
the
be.
winner will be decided by playoffs.
Ooh, I like that. That's
Yeah.
juicy.
That's a good one.
I don't
What
know what
about,
it's
last question on the Super Bowl. I know I'm going back, but are you guys going to do any defensive touchdowns, kick returns? Yes, no.
I'm sure I'm going to do a couple fun little props.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of it's always kind of fun to throw a couple little things in there. You know what I mean? Type of
Silly
deal.
ones.
Yeah, a couple silly ones. We'll definitely do we'll do a short. Let you guys know what we do.
Yes. Oh, yeah. watch for some shorts. We're definitely gonna do some of those.
Yeah. Just real quick on the Olympics, the opening ceremony is Friday night. I did look at total medal count. So Norway is the favorite for total medal count. They're a minus 325. The U.S. is in second at plus 400, and then picked third is Germany at 700. Just for some historical reference, last Winter Olympics, Norway ran away with it. Germany was second. U.S. was third. China was fourth. So if you want to go USA, you could put some money on plus 400 for the Americans to try to get the most medals.
Yeah, the biggest thing there is to not focus on the gold medals, but focus on the most medals.
Total medals.
There's 116 events, so you have 116 opportunities.
Yeah.
And when you think of just the size of our nation, the amount of people we have, that gives us quite a bit of opportunity there.
That is very true.
Yeah.
So
I will also be on that bet.
nice.
I haven't decided how much I'm going to put on that bet yet, but it kind of makes it fun. The Olympics goes through February 22nd. So you get roughly 20 days or so of that bet. You know what I mean? So it's kind of fun to
A lot of curling.
a lot of curling, a lot of skiing. Although I will tell you, I was a little disappointed. Lindsay Lohan, one of our best skiers, tore
Lindsey
ACL.
Vonn.
Lindsay Vonn. Yeah. Lohan's going to be.
Yeah.
She's more of a partier than a skier.
She could play her in a movie or
Yeah.
something. You know?
So thank you for that. But yeah, so when I saw she tore her ACL, I was like, that might have cost us a medal there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the what is it, the high jump where they just rock it down and then they go for distance on the.
Oh yeah, the long,
It is
long jump.
insane.
long jump.
Yeah.
So when you're watching the long jump, you can root
Yeah.
for a medal.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
Anything
Yeah,
else
no,
you
Winter
got?
Games is a lot of fun.
It's a ton of fun. I love
My
it. Yeah.
favorite Olympic.
Yeah,
stuff.
bobsled's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's definitely
The
good.
Luge, isn't that with the one person scooting
Yeah.
down?
Yeah.
Luge,
only-
or skeleton.
Skeleton, that's it,
They're,
yeah.
they're
Yep.
face down.
Only other sport I can think of that I'll bring up again is hockey.
Yeah.
You went to the Lightning game last week.
I did. It was amazing. It was actually kind of cool. So we had a big party in Tampa called Gasparilla, and so there was a very pirate-themed
Yes.
event. And so it's kind of cool. We have a new logo now. It's got like a skull and
I
crossbow.
love that logo.
Cool. Looks good.
And I was like, wow. And they had all the guys come out with little pirate stuff. And so it was actually a really great event. Absolutely, always have a fun time. As we mentioned, we like to go to these games, guys. We like to actually watch our teams, figure out what's going on. Really, one of the biggest things is as we continue our podcast and to continue to go more. So we're hoping to see more and more on-site location games.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that was Thursday, and then they had was that Thursday? You went to the game Thursday.
Yep.
And then Saturday was Gasparilla, and then Sunday we had in Raymond James Stadium, we had the Stadium Series where they set up the ice rink there in the middle of that.
Outdoor
Did
classic.
you guys watch that game?
Yes.
Oh yeah. It
That game
great.
was absolutely
was
incredible.
great.
Oh, the amount of scoring was amazing, which was great. Is before the game, I was like, get over 5.5 and get on the Lightning.
Get on the Lightning
Game
money
was
line.
6-5.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
and they won.
It was
So
a
once
shootout
again,
at
this
the
guy
end.
over here
Yeah.
cashing tickets.
Yeah.
That's
is
it.
what it's all
Cashing tickets.
about.
That's what it was, man. That was a great game. And then so point to that was we played the Bruins.
Yep.
Fast forward today, here we are, Wednesday. The Bruins are playing. I can't remember. They're playing the Panthers, Florida, right? So Florida Panthers are playing tonight. Tomorrow they get hit with a back-to-back. Guess who they play tomorrow night?
Tampa Bay Lightning.
Tampa.
Tampa Bay Lightning. So
Yep.
I will be on the Tampa Bay Lightning tomorrow to play Florida.
In Boston or in Tampa?
Oh no. So Florida is playing Tampa in Florida because they play in Sun
Oh,
City.
okay.
They play up in Sunrise.
Yep. Sunrise.
They play in
Okay. Down
Sunrise.
by Miami.
So the Bolts will be there. My point is, it's like they're playing Boston today,
Back-to-backs.
back-to-backs. I think,
Back-to-backs.
and the Lightning got a chance to rest a bit.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
So-
like
And the Lightning are hot too.
I
They
think
won the
that-
most games in January.
I think that's a great spot for the
Ooh,
Lightning. And
I
did you
love
guys see how they came out for the Stadium Series?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Buccaneers,
was cool.
baby.
Buccaneers.
They were all
Buccaneers.
bad, the
Yeah,
Buccaneers.
that was so
And then
cool.
Boston came out as Patriots.
Yes.
So it's super. They paid a lot of homage to the NFL
That's
stadium that they're
cool.
playing in.
I
Yeah,
loved
that
it.
was
No,
so
that
cool.
was really cool.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Cool.
Well, enjoy the Super Bowl. Enjoy the waste management. Enjoy the ceremony on Friday. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll see you next week.
Let's make some money, gentlemen.
Take it easy, guys.
See you later.
See you.